right. Hello, everyone. It's me again, Bon. Welcome back to my channel. And this is another streaming video, and I am making this for another very interesting topics. Uh, Most of you guys are wondering how to transfer an employer or job if you are here already in the UK. Say, for example, you're already working in a particular countryside or here in London, and you wanted to try the other way around. You wanted to try life in London, or you wanted to try being employed back in the countryside. So, ano nga ba yung usual process, and how is it easy to find a job here in the UK? So, just a disclaimer, this is just a video if you are already here in the UK. So if you already have the working visa in the UK, or if you are already eligible to work here in the UK. All right. But for those nurses back in their country, not here in the UK, so it's gonna be a different kind of process for all of you guys. So this is the only topic that what I mean is this is a topic for those nurses who would want to transfer employer or job um, if you are already here in the UK. All right. So, by the way, thank you very much for watching this video. If you are one of my new visitors, thank you very much for clicking and visiting. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. And at the same time, for those subscribers, for my regular subscribers, thank you very much. Maraming salamat. And thank you for all your support to my channel. All right, so let's begin. So how is it easy to find a new job or a new employer in the UK? Say, as I am saying, if you are already working in the UK, you already have your working visa, and you are eligible to work in the UK, it's easy to find a new job if you wanted to, as long as you have the PIN. Of course, you're already registered in the Nursing and Midwifery Council, and you have all the papers you need to apply for a job, then you're good to go. So how is it easy? So let me go to, okay, let me just share to you my screen. All right. And then let's go to this one. So it is just easy finding a, what do you call that, an employer, maybe it is private or NHS. It's just easy. You just have to find it through Google. That's it. So in my case, so say for example, in this case, Indeed site is one of the most common avenue for you to find a job. So let's try Indeed, or sometimes you can find NHS job, nursing jobs in NHS, nursing jobs in the UK, nursing jobs near me. There's so many options for you to find a new job if you wanted to find a job, or even private nursing jobs in the UK, alternative jobs for nurses in the UK, or practice jobs or nursing jobs. So let's try this Indeed jobs nursing. So that's what I type. Then usually kasi this is the site that gives updates about nursing in the UK. So let's choose this nursing jobs November 2020, indeed.co.uk. So this is not a paid, what do you call that? This is not a paid vlog by Indeed, okay? So this is just a common site for me to use whenever I would want to find a job, or maybe any opportunities in nursing. So Indeed is a good avenue or platform. So yeah, so in every platform you can see, say for example this Indeed, you can just type in nursing jobs and say you want it in Greater London. Let's just try that one. And then let's scroll down. So there are a lot of jobs, actually job opportunities in the UK. Ang mahirap lang if you should have the PIN already, or you have already passed the OSCE, or you already are eligible rather to work in the UK. If you have those qualifications, if you have your trainings already, that's easy for you to transfer, as I'm saying. So yeah, as I'm saying, yeah, there are so many options here like oncology nursing opportunities. HCA Healthcare is a private company. So HCA Healthcare is a company that holds a lot of private hospital in the UK. So that's one good site as well to go. If you have someone or you know someone who want to be a hospital porter or want to work as a nursing assistant in endoscopy or anything that you would want, um, or any job that you would want. So you can just find it here. If you want to make it more specific, say for example, let's say specialists, you wanted to become a specialist nurse, or you're already bored, or you wanted like professional growth, you're a band 5 and you wanted to be band 6, or you want to be a specialist nurse. Let's see if we can find specialist nurse jobs here. I hope I am streaming well there. I cannot see my streaming screen, but anyway, bear with me. This I'm just really new here in streaming rather. So there's a lot of specialist jobs as well. If you want to be a nurse and hair loss specialist, maybe I would want that one or see one actually, because my hair is already thinning, and you would also see the rate. Okay, here, see. And let's say we try to apply for one job, say a diabetes specialist nurse in King's College Hospital, and it's rated as 4-star. And the range of salary is 37,000 annually to 44,000 annually. So, say for example, we try to click that one. You would see here there's a company site and the description of the company. So it's okay, and it's better for you to read this one, so at least you would know where and what job are you going to do. And if you are going for an interview, at least you would know the background of the company, right? So that is their advert with regards to the job. So let's see if okay. So it says here apply on company site. So usually other companies require you to go to the company site, or there are also employers who will allow you to apply through online, through email, and interview by Skype, Zoom, or there are some as well interview you personally. So let's try to click this one. So see, you that platform a while ago will direct you to the company site. Say for example, NHS King's College, and this is the job description of the diabetes specialist nurse. It's a band 6. It's a permanent contract with 20 hours. And this is just an example, okay? So I'm not promoting you to be diabetes nurse specialist, but this is just an example. So I think you would need to go to create a job account and then make your profile here, create your your email password, and then log your CVs or your personal information and submit it to the company. All right. So let's go back to the specialist jobs. Right. So it's the same. If you wanted to go private, say for example, let's go private. I know HCA Healthcare is a private company. Let's go back to the main. So we can also type here. Or there is also an option that you can type. Say you know that HCA Healthcare. Say for example, you would want to transfer from NHS. You would want to transfer to a private hospital, and you know that HCA Healthcare is a private company that has a set of private hospitals. So let's say HCA Healthcare, HCA Carriers. Well, HCA means Hospital Corporation of America. So it is a group of hospitals owned by HEA, which is originally from America. All right. So let's say, right, HEA careers, and you would want to apply for a job in a private hospital. So let's see. Oh, it keeps. Right. So these are the examples of careers you can find or advertised in the HCA site. So there is cardiac radiographer, staff nurse. So they have London Bridge Hospital, Harley Street, Princess Grace, the Wellington, the Lister. They also have Prestatyn. They also have the one from in Manchester, the Christie Clinic. So yeah, say let's say you wanted to apply for a here. Let's say for example, a senior staff nurse in ICU, or become an outreach nurse in the Wellington. So you would see here the hospitals, right? So let's click say staff nurse in ITU. So they would also advertise that it is a full-time job that they want, and you would see the company profile. They would also show the skills and experience that they need, and the duties and responsibilities. So let's say we would want to apply for this job. As the same from the NHS jobs and the private nursing jobs, you need to create your profile, your email address, your password, right? So in that way, you could lodge your curriculum vitae, you could lodge your requirements, your certifications if they require, all the papers and necessary paperworks that you need to provide them. In that way, you can access them as well. So yeah, that's the only thing. So as I've said, it's easy for us to find a job if you're already here in the UK. If you already got the PIN, if you already got the visa or the permit to work in the UK, there's no problem. Now, what are the process of transferring? I've made some videos about transferring from NHS to private, or per se, it's the same, even NHS to NHS, it's the same process. As long as you follow the rules and the HR policies of transferring, you are good to go. So if you wanted to know the process of how to transfer from, say, NHS to private, just search on my channel. There's a link there, and there's a video there that I've made, so you can look it up there. So the one that I would want to add onto this video before we end is just I've made actually a list of what you need to do, or what you need to know before transferring, and what are the things you need to consider before transferring a job. May it be NHS to NHS, may it be NHS to private, or may it be private to NHS, or vice versa, or sometimes from the hospital to a care home to the hospital, or nursing homes, or the likes. I think there is one principle. Okay, you just have to know what you need and what you want. All right, I have a list actually. So number one, know what you really want. Okay, first of all, know what you really want. So what area or specialization do you want? Do you want to be an ICU nurse? Do you want to be an A&E nurse or an emergency nurse? You want to be a specialist nurse, or do you want to be a ward nurse? So you have to know before you transfer, what do you really want? Say for example, you already finished 3 years in the UK, or going 3 years, and you would want to change career. So you might want to consider to become, say, transfer to become a pre-assessment or pre-surgical assessment nurse. So know what you want and what specialization that you want, because it's gonna be easier for you to find a job. Secondly, know what your goal really is. May it be professional growth, may it be better salary, or both, right? So you are gonna be very blessed or lucky that you will have the professional growth, and both the professional growth and the salary, because sometimes you can't have it all. So just know what you really want with that kind of with before you transfer. Thirdly is you have to consider your location. Which part of the UK would you want to transfer? Would it be here in the UK? I mean, in England, Wales, Scotland, maybe in Northern Ireland, or which part of England? May it be in the countryside or the London? Um, know what type of person you are, because that would really affect. Say for example, before I was working in a like sub countryside or part countryside, and I wanted to experience a life in London, and I think I would enjoy life more in London. So I transferred through the process that I showed you, and then I'm happier in London. So there are people that thinks the other way around. So they are already working in London and they wanted to try or live in a countryside. So it really is up to you. And last but not the least, know your target salary. If you are not happy with your current job and you would want to make more, or you would want to improve your income, so know what is your target. There are hospitals that gives better compensation package, salary and wages package, and some benefits. So study the company that you would want to know, you would want to work with. All right. Second, maybe plan ahead, because it's a long process, especially if you are not British citizen or you don't have a British passport, you are an overseas worker like me, you are in a tier 2 general working visa. So it's a long process. You would need certificate of sponsorship. You would still need I think DBS for that. You need to submit your applications. You would need to go through interview. You need to have some examinations. There are some hospitals that would require you to do drug calculations or some skills. Depends on the hospital. So it's really gonna be a long process. So plan ahead. Know your timetable. All right. Number 3, be ready. Be ready for your decision. It is not a simple decision, but it's a big decision. So it is a decision that would change your life and your career. So be ready for it. Be ready to submit your curriculum vitae or your CVs. Make it comprehensive. Make it attractive. Make it pleasing to the employers. All right. So they would because your CVs can make or break your application. Be ready with your interview or examinations. Prepare ahead. Have someone to check and check how you respond to the interview questions. There are a lot of YouTube videos that would teach you how to do interview or answer the interviews. Practice for examinations, drug calculations, the values of the company. There are also companies that would require you to um, have an examination or answer some tests before they can hire you. Prepare also your documents, your visas, all the papers that you need for your processing. And of course, prepare to render resignation, because at the end of the day, if you are successful, they would ask you to start right away, maybe, or they would ask you as well to start on this particular date. Of course, you cannot just leave your current company or current hospital, right? So you have to render your resignation in a timely manner. Usually, the visa processing or your new BRP would take 4 to 8 weeks before releasing the new BRP. And if you have a new BRP, it means you are already legible, or you are already allowed to work in a new company because that is already a new sponsorship, or that is a new visa sponsored by a new company. And legally speaking, the previous company or the former company does not hold you already, but it doesn't mean to say that you're gonna leave right away. Okay, so usually the old companies or the previous companies will require you to render 2 to 3 months before of service before you resign. So plan that ahead of time, and then plan because you don't want to have a very long employment gap or a visa gap per se. So read through the immigration and the requirement for transferring and your visa. Okay, and then fourth is prepare yourself for the new job. If you want, if your job is new, if your job is a new specialization or new area, a new location, or because you'll meet new people, new sets of workmates. So prepare yourself for that. Prepare yourself to relocate. It's not easy to relocate. You have to prepare for your down payment, transfer your things from one place to another, and of course prepare your finances for, say, possible down payment for your new house or whatnot. All right. And of course, always pray for discernment. That's the thing. It is not easy to transfer job. It is not easy to find a new job or to decide whether you would want a new job and go for a new job. Pray for a discernment. Know what you really want, and um, think about it so many times, and be be sure of your decisions. All right. So I think those are just my simple tips with regards to finding a new nursing job here in the UK. So there's one question here. Do they ask you your bank balance by Stephen Shehow? Hi, Stephen. No, they don't usually ask that one. These requirements are usually visa requirement for if you go Schengen visa or what. But transferring, they don't ask you for a balance on your bank account. I think that's a different story. They would require you maybe about your what you call bank details, because that's where they're gonna put your salary. But asking about your balance is not included. All right, so I think that's the end of my video for today. I hope you learn a lot, and I hope you learned something from this streaming. I apologize if this is kind of raw streaming, because as I've said before, I'm still really new for streaming. But I am hoping that you enjoyed it and you learned something with regards to my broadcast today. So once again, thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you are all safe. Have a good day ahead. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell for you to be notified for any new videos that I make, especially live in the UK and working as a nurse here in the UK. But anyway, once again, thank you for watching this video. My name is Vaughn, and see you in the next videos and adventure. Goodbye.